Hello everybody, Derpy Sheep here. We're back with another episode of Windcraft Wednesdays. I'm here again with Zach, Derpy Squid.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing the Relic tier list today.
Yep.
Yeah, and before we get into it though, everybody guys, that's what I meant to say for sure. Look down below, are you guys subscribed? Because if you're not, please do subscribe. I can't subscribe to myself, so no I'm not.
You ruined it. It's like, are you, like, check if you're subscribed. Are you subscribed?
Oh, are you subscribed? If you're not, please do. And like the video. Anyway, let's get into it. Zach, what do you think is a D tier relic?
Well, you know, my opinion, everyone's opinion. Actually, not everyone's opinion.
There's some people who would disagree to anything you say, literally.
True. Like,
you could put as the worst bow, and they'd be like, correction, freedom's the worst bow. Anyway.
Fantanasia.
Fantanasia. Okay, that's definitely how you say it.
It's good, but it's crafted. It's trash with everything else.
Whoa. You just like said a bunch at once. Could you repeat that, por favor?
It is good with crafted, trash without.
Okay. All right. Well. I think my biggest problem with Fantasia though is its skill point requirements, man. Holy crap! You need 50 of each skill point. Like, that is hard to get. I just want to put that out there. Getting 50 of each skill point—that's a lot of skill points, you know. And
That's
trying to counter that negative mana regen too. That's a lot of work, you know.
Much work. Very unwell.
Yeah, and if you don't get a good like third spell cost, or a good mana regen, what's the point really?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying at least. That would suck if you got like a 6/4 Fantasia trying to counter that with a rainbow build. I don't think that's happening. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you. I think Fantasia's pretty easily a D tier relic. Anyway, on to C tier. I think we could both agree on Aftershock, right?
Yeah, Aftershock's not terrible.
It's pretty good.
Also, I put Olympic down there, hey?
I disagree with that. Well, let's talk about Aftershock first.
Nuke, so it doesn't matter.
We can come back to Olympic. Let's talk about Aftershock right now, okay? I think that it's the best. It's easily the best melee relic in the game.
Oh.
But melee shaman's not good, so.
It really isn't.
Yeah. Well, it's not terrible. I use Aftershock right now actually, and I got a pretty like tanky build with like 40k boosted DPS, but it's hard to compete with Spell Shaman because it's so good. But it does give you positive health and 40 skill points, which is really nice, and tons of damage. So overall, I'd say it's a pretty solid weapon, but I think it's C tier.
Yeah.
And with Olympic, I think Olympic's a B tier, not gonna lie.
It's not a B tier because it's not as good as the other 4 remaining.
I'd say that in Haddle and Olympic, I'd say are both B tier, because they both have things going for them, you know?
But Olympic isn't good, okay? I used Olympic, and here's one flaw with Olympic, alright? You jump, alright? The jump height, it's fun, right? But when you're actually going to combat, you jump so incredibly high that you go outside of the healing totem ring thing, right? And you don't heal for half the time when you're jumping straight up and down.
Well, I got a question for you though.
I died in Yaya a bunch because I would jump too high and I want to heal and I would just get attacked constantly.
Well, in Yaya you jump anyway on the meteor and you still survive.
But you don't jump that high. But
cool.
If you have jump height, like having 700 jump height plus booster plate is too much.
That was your problem, buddy. Why'd you use booster plate with that? Anyway, what if you don't need healing though? What if you're full health? Okay, there's nothing wrong with the jump height then, other than being able to dodge attacks.
It's annoying. No, you don't dodge attacks. So what happens is the other people are waiting right below. The second you fall down, you just get whapped.
That's why you jump really high up, and then you do the haul. That's what it's called. Then you haul when you're up at the top.
Right down.
Huh?
You just haul yourself back, but your totem's not always right underneath you.
No, what I mean by hauling is, let's say you're over to the side of your totem, okay, and you jump up in the air.
You want to get straight back to your totem where all the mobs are?
No, the mobs would follow you where you go.
No, not if they're in the aura, how you actually do damage.
Okay, this is a really dumb argument, come to think of it. I think, but Olympic, okay, but you can't say Haddle is like a bunch better than Olympic.
It's not a bunch, but it's at least B, and Olympic is not a B.
Olympic is a B tier. It does almost the same damage as Haddle. You get cheaper costed things too with Olympic than Haddle, which it does seem right because Haddle's a water weapon, but it's got plus 3rd spell cost and percentage cost. So why? Like, and it requires 150 intelligence, which is really hard to hit. 150. You know that when you're trying to build you a Haddle build. It's hard to hit 150
it turned
intel.
out pretty darn good.
It's hard to hit 150 intel. If it had smaller requirements, it'd be a lot easier to do a good build. Like Olympic only requires 105 agility.
But agility, my friend, is not. It's eh. I would rather do defense.
Defense? You've changed a lot. Your opinion before was, defense sucks.
Yeah, but then I started using defense because, I think, actually, let me think. Defense, spring build. Defense, Haddle build. Defense, Pier build.
But Pure also use agility.
Yeah, okay. My Pier build is WFA.
I know before you were making the argument that Olympic isn't tanky, but you could do a WFA build, so you could have a tankier Olympic
build. You would do like no damage with Olympic.
Or you could throw, like, if you're doing like a TWA, you could do like Gemini's leggings, and you're getting 5k health from that. So, I think you're wrong about Olympic. I think Olympic's pretty good, actually.
I think you're wrong about Olympic.
Alright.
Olympic isn't that good, you know.
Alright, so your argument is you jump, you die, but I got a simple solution. Don't hit the space bar.
Then you die anyways, you can't escape.
Can't escape what?
Them from hitting you.
What? That's why you aura trap them. That's what you do with every other spell, shaman build. You just aura trap them in the totem, and you don't get hit.
Use of Olympic? It doesn't even do that much damage.
It does almost the same damage as Haddle, but you get 130 agility and walk speed, which is fun.
The only use of Olympic is the only thing that makes Olympic stand out from any other relic is its jump height.
There's other relics with jump height.
Not nearly as much. That's the only reason Olympic is ever considered, is the only reason Olympic is Mythic tier is because of its jump height.
So why is Haddle Mythic tier?
Because of its insane mana regen and spell percent.
Plus cost spell percent?
No, like damage, spell damage.
Okay. It doesn't do that much more than like Cryo or even Olympic. Olympic does almost the same as Haddle, but with better spammability because you're gonna get cheaper costs easily.
With very few mana regen.
Very few mana regen.
Very few mana regen.
It depends on your build. You can get a build with good mana regen with Olympic. You're acting like every single build's the same with Olympic. Just because your build was garbage doesn't mean every build is garbage.
My build wasn't even that garbage. It was like really high
damage.
You
used booster plate, huh?
Actually, that was my secondary chest plate. I just used it because it was fun.
Okay, I was gonna say no good build uses boost. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because I'm guessing there's somebody who made a really good build with booster plate.
There probably is. Booster plate's actually really good.
Wait, let me look at this once.
I use the Courier's Cape in my way.
That's a good chest plate. I think they're both So you want to put Olympic as the same level as Aftershock?
Yeah.
Really? You think it's that bad?
Yeah.
You're wrong. Get good.
You get good.
Alright, well, let's ask the viewers, okay? Let's hear your opinion. Which do you think is better, Haddle or Olympic? Anyway, let's go into A tier. I think we all know what A tier is.
Sunstar and Toxo.
You think that Toxo's in A tier?
I mean, it's better than Sunstar.
Yeah, I'd say it's S tier for sure.
I mean, that's a fine line.
I'd say Absol is also S tier, but let's explain Sunstar's placement for a second.
It's meh. It's decent. It's all around decent.
Decent.
It's an all-around stud.
It does a lot of damage. One of the highest damaging other than maybe Fantasia. But yeah, Sunstar does a lot of damage, and you got up to 800 lifesteal, which is pretty crazy. Any build with high lifesteal I like. But you can also do like hybrid builds, which are pretty cool. Pair that with like Slayer and then do some melee stuff. Honestly, Sunstar you can use for melee, but nobody uses it for melee, which is understandable. You could use it for spell or hybrid, honestly. You could use any of it. And it does really good damage, one of the highest, other than maybe Fantasia I think might surpass it, but I don't know for sure. Which one's more damaging? But yeah, overall Sunstar very high damaging. You can actually get like non-glass, well, semi-glassy builds, but still high damage and tons of lifesteal. Yeah, all around A tier weapon. Toxo, crazy with poison. It's so annoying to face in PvP, honestly.
It's only good for PvP.
Yes, I'll give you that much. It's only good for PvP, but it is the best weapon in the game for PvP.
PvP is very few people do PvP. Kind of like very few people actually got mythics.
I would disagree with that. I think a lot.
Compared to the overall population of Wingcraft, very few have mythics.
If people get up to the hundreds of like 105 or something, they're more than likely are gonna get at least one mythic in their lifetime.
Mythics aren't that hard. All you gotta do is get like finish like TOM and you just find Dawnbreaker when you got mythic.
Exactly, honestly. I mean, the one thing I'd say, the bad thing about Toxo and Abso is how expensive they are. They're
very much expensive.
Nuts. But yeah, anyway. And I don't think we need to explain too much why Abso is S tier. It's one of the best weapons in the entire game. It's got like a water weapon stats, but with a defensive item, it's crazy. It's got good damage, up to 5 over 4 mana regen. It gives you 35 defense, 4,500 health. Up to 260% water damage. It's crazy. It's
water damage for a weapon that doesn't do water damage. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's the healing that it does. And if you get like T-Rift Abso builds are insane. They do not die.
I think that's the only way people use Abso.
Yeah, I think that's like the meta Abso playstyle. They do Time Rift Abso. And you just don't die.
It's pretty strong.
Easy S tier in my opinion. But yeah, at least these are our opinions. Zach thinks Olympic is down with Aftershock, but I think these two are both B tier. If you guys put your guys' opinions in the comments on these, I get a lot of comments already of people giving their opinions. I'm giving you permission to this time.
We need your permission from you. Also, Fintage's probably gonna hate because it's actually not that bad.
It's not bad, yeah. People always hate on my rainbow placements. Anyway,
subscribe, like, yeah, next week's Big Boy is gonna be very long video.
That's gonna be that one's gonna suck. Anyways, it's more gonna be like a class tier list.
Yeah, basically.
People are gonna hate on that TLS video so much, I can already tell.
It's gonna be like, you put Warrior Mythics below Magnifics.
You put Hero as D tier? Hero deserves to be S tier weapon, it's as good as Cataclysm. That's what people are gonna be like.
And people hated your hero now in
yeah, Alcatraz placement. Maybe I did paste them wrong, but I still really like Alcatraz. Anyway, tune in next week for our ranking of all the weapons.
Oh, even the boots.
Oh, you're making me do the boots as well.
It's every mythic you see on the screen right now.
Oh, lovely. Anyway, Derpy Sheep out.